Okay, we are here on Star Station and spawning in the southeast position as the Red Zerg player from Team Samsung Galaxy Con. It is Solar. He is currently tied 1-1 against this player in the northwest. The blue Terran from Team Millennium, it is Dayshi. So Dayshi's been playing this Command Center first style the entire match so far. Pretty greedy setup. We saw Solar finally take advantage of that in the last map with the very fast third. Interesting to point out though that in that game, and I think this is what I think is cool about this match. In that last game, we saw basically both players get about as greedy as you can be in Zerg versus Terran. Both the Terran player, both Solar and Dayshi. And Dayshi was able to win partially on the precipice of just getting his engineering base a little bit faster and not being hit with any type of fast attack. So, looking at that, I think it's important to take into consideration that maybe Solar wants to be more aggressive this game. Maybe Solar doesn't want to leave quite as much open in the department of, say, macro. But Dayshi's going to open Reaper this game, which is totally fine. He will be able to get good scouting information off. Solar will take his gas before his pool again. This is becoming increasingly popular in Zerg vs Terran, just having Zerglings early on with speed. And Dayshi walls off, so he is totally safe against anything that could really come his way. And the Reaper is going to be made. So where does he go from this? There are a couple things that you can do. Most players just go straight into Hellions. You expand with the Reaper, then Hellions. And usually either a third base or something like Banshee. And here comes that first Reaper. Second one queued up behind it. Dayshi's going to try to make something happen. And you can get scouting information, but you can also pick off a few... you can also pick off workers. So there's lots of potential here, I guess, is really what I want to say. Command centers on the production tab. 6 Zerglings are being made. 2 Queens as well. And here comes the Reaper into the main base. He should spot this gas and this speed timing. Won't be too difficult to get a read on this, but he's immediately jumping onto the drones. And the Zerglings, oh, Dayshi needs to be careful. Solar snuck out 2 Zerg. Oh, I love this. I love when the Zerg player sneaks out 2 Lings. If this Reaper doesn't see it, he might be able to delay the command center, and that is just so freaking annoying. The Reaper's trying to get a few more kills. By that I mean try to get a kill. Solar's done a good job of keeping his opponent away, actually. Now the second Reaper is here. It's going to get a bit harder. But those Lings are making their way. That command center, I think, swinging around the left side. He might not be able to delay it. But he does finally kill, I think, a Zergling. Gets a drone kill. This is really nice. These Reapers are actually starting to go to work in the main base mineral line. Forces a Spore Crawler to be built, which might also have to be canceled. The Zerglings are here, but he's about to miss his chance to deny this command center from finishing. He's actually so close. And it will finish, so not too much done with the Lings. These Reapers actually killing all the Zerglings in the main. And speed will finish, but there's no Zerglings to be given speed here. And he can still start the orbital command. There it goes. The factory's done. Reactor ready. Third command center begins. So super macro heavy play. And he still wants to drone Solar. So those Zerglings are made purely to get rid of the Reapers. And he did kill one. Now he's going to take his third base. And Dayshi's just kind of running away with this Reaper. I don't think he's going to be able to escape. He lived a good life, but alas, it was a life to be short-lived. Second gas completing now. And Dayshi he's used this Reaper expand to just move into basically the same setup we saw in the last few games. Three command center setup. We're seeing him go again. Oh, this is interesting. Is he going to move the factory again? He's going for just 4 Hellions, 3 barracks, very fast. So Later engineering bays. And this didn't pan out too well for him on Whirlwind, but maybe he's figured out what he needs to do to make this work. His attack will be able to hit pretty quickly again, but Solar took absolutely no damage at all from it the last time. And he might even anticipate that something weird is going on, because this Overlord, he doesn't see any wall. He has absolutely no knowledge of... He's no defense. He sees that Dayshi has no defense. There's nothing like supply depot wall with a bunker, and it could like, in a weird way... Well, Hellion getting caught there, that kind of sucks. But in a weird way, it can force aggression from a Zerg if they think that you won't have a wall, if they think they can just run a bunch of Zerglings into your natural. And wow, these Hellions, that's just one of those weird things sometimes. You just accidentally go up and catch them like that. But he's keeping a lot of units at home, actually, for safety, it seems. Lair on the way. 1-1 for both players. Wow, those evolution chambers seemed a lot faster than the eBays, but I guess he didn't start his 1-1 that quickly. And let's see where these Hellions go. Zorgling trying to take the towers. I'm wondering when Dayshi takes his third base, though. If you have Hellions on the map, there's not too much the Zerg can do about your third. If you want to force them to overcommit on an attack, I think one of the best ways is to take the third base as fast as possible. It's very close to the main in this map, so lifting it up and bringing it home isn't really that hard to do. But the Hellions are going to check the right side. There are there's no Zerglings here, just so to speak. If there are some by this third, I don't think he'll be able to get too many drone kills. This could be suicide. Oh, I actually immediately roast 4. That's not too bad. Sometimes it can be difficult to predict where the lines of fire will go, but he's just being chased, trying to avoid these Zerglings, but he will, oh wow, get surrounded. I thought he was going to be able to get away. These Hellions, I don't know if they're going to be able to get out of here. This is so weak. Yeah, just one more hit. G. For some reason, I felt inclined to say GG, but I only meant it for the Hellions. Spire starting up. 1-1 about to complete for both players. It's about 10 seconds or so faster for the Zerg. That's actually a pretty brave Spire positioning for Solar, but okay. Third command center is about to land. He has a bunker being built behind the mineral line of it. And he's dropping the mules, so Dayshi is ready to take the third. Dayshi's ready to just get this ball rolling. His 1-1's going to be done, but he cannot immediately start his 2-2. He has to wait about 10 seconds for this armory to finish. Fourth base, in the meantime, is going to complete for Solar. And Spire's about halfway done. We don't see his 2-2 either, actually. So Dayshi catches a bit of a lucky break, I think. But it's all good. It's all good. Actually waiting to see who starts their 2-2 first. Both players have the tech and money for it, but neither have actually begun it. And this Overlord will get killed. I think Viking... Love when seeing Terran players just get Vikings in the beginning of the game. Just one. Pick off Overlords. You can use that with the free airspace now for the drops. One's going for the fourth. The other one wants to hit the third base. The Banelings and Zerglings are ready at the third, but he didn't see the one coming towards the main. And now the Marines are dropped in. A couple of drones should be able to get picked off. And he actually gets 4. Almost 5 drones. Nice. Well, this drop heads towards the main. And he's just trying to find whatever little space is open. The Banelings does take out everything here. And at the same time, look at this. Marines up front. He's picking off creep tumors. There's still a few up in the front, though. Up top. Would like to see... Oh, man, this scan will miss some active tumors as well. So there's still going to be a lot of creep on the map for Solar. At least for now. The Marine drop is left again. Picks up again. And those Widow Mines actually getting some decent shots. 10 kills on one of them. And 15 more Banelings on the way. The Mutalisk production has begun. He does have a few on the field already. 7. But he's still, once again, that 13-minute infestation pit. It seems to be that Solar is looking... He's like, 13 minutes, I want to get the infestation pit. And it's really nice because it allows him to get his hive at a nice timing for those upgrades. But he just needs to be careful of these big attacks. Dayshi cleans up a few more creep tumors. Now he's gotten rid of almost all of them in the center. There's still a few on the left that are spreading, but it's all good. He scans, gets one Sumer, not the second one just yet. Should be able to kill it though, and he does. Well, the Viking will get nabbed. Trying to give chase. This Widowmine just got like 10 kills somehow. And Dayshi's actually going to keep it a solid position here. Dayshi's playing surprisingly well. 4th command center's on the way. His 2-2 is about to finish up. And it will be just like 3 or 4 seconds ahead of the Zerg player, so not really significant. And he's got some Marines headed over to actually catch this 5th base as he plants it down. Is this Viking not dead yet? That's weird. Widowmine detonates, picks off a few units. Ooh, gets a few lings on the left side there. These Marines starting to split. Dayshi burrowing those Widowmines. He's just trying to run away. The Baneling's trying to hit with the flank. Oh, this is so scary. He does have reinforcements waiting outside of his natural expansion, but those Banelings do get a couple decent connections. The Marines are still here, though. They're just kind of attacking this 3rd randomly. He's focusing on some drones. I don't know if he saw that 4th base. Okay, he did. He just didn't attack it, which is fine, I guess. Wanted to force attention elsewhere with like trying to kill those drones off. There's a lot of supply for solar. "23 Banelings, 21 Mutalisks, and 97 Zerglings." And he just has a lot. Dayshi needs some pretty cost-effective engagements if he wants to stay alive in this game. He 100% needs to get this 4th base up as soon as possible. And the fact that he made it into an orbital command is really ballsy, as that means it will be super vulnerable to any type of counterattack or really big bust by Solar. And he's just cranking out Banelings. His 3-3 is on the way. Adrenal glands as well. Very nice upgrades. +2 flyer attacks. Those Mutalisks can do a little bit more damage. Vehicle plating level 1. Makes these Widowmines a bit harder to kill. And he's just taking random free pot shots at the Zerg army at this point. He just needs to avoid fighting on creep. As a Terran player, it's like the only rule. The only rule is you just never fight on creep if you can avoid it. But the 4th base has been planted down. This Overlord will actually should be able to see that the minerals are being harvested. And a few more creep tumors being attacked, but Solar... Ooh, he has to watch out. There's Marines on the left side as well. Dayshi's going to try to run and grab some kills here while bringing his main force over towards the 4th base. Give me the 5th base. If he could kill off this 5th, that would be huge. The Zergling Baneling force is coming. Dayshi has a very small amount of time before this army arrives, and he has no Widowmines with this force. I don't know how he's going to make this work. He needs the best split we've ever seen. He needs the best split ever. I still think there's enough Banelings for every single one of these Marines to kill individually. The next wave comes up from Dayshi reinforcing, and it's nice, but, well, he still loses a lot of his Marines. Taking some Mutalisk losses, though. That 3-3 is about to kick in. Now it's done as the fight is over, and Zerglings make their way into that 4th base of Dayshi. I feel like attacking right before the 3-3. Maybe he wanted to hit when the 3-3 finished, but that fight came just a few seconds earlier than he was anticipating, and that may cost him the game. He's in a very, very bad spot. 4th command center is getting killed. He has 2 more command centers on the way, but that's really not where you want to spend your money at this point in the game. Dayshi would rather just pump out units. You can see he's starting to float gas, which means he's just very, very low on mineral income. We'll kill off a few mutants. The Widowmine's not doing too much for him. Gets a couple kills there. But Solar is on a tear. He is just running right through everything that Dayshi has. He wants to pretty much just kill him off. And... +3 flyer attacks is on the way. I think Solar denying the 4th base and having his 5th it might be too much. He's just starting to bank up so many resources. He has such a powerful army. Stopping this is going to be almost impossible. He's going to give chase. Some of the medevacs actually load up. He's moving in. The Zerglings... I like this. Dayshi's trying to force him into a bit of a funnel. But does he have enough units to even hold him out of funnel? I don't think so. Dayshi's losing absolutely everything. He's being pushed back towards that natural expansion. The Zerg player's about to get on top of his production. This is it. If he can kill the units that are coming out of the barracks then all hope is lost. He won't be able to rally his forces together and focus on defending any single point. And that's pretty much what's happened. He's down 100 supply. Solar looking sharp once again in game number 3. Dayshi played a fantastic series, but there's 30 Banelings morphing in his base. GG. Solar will advance to the winner's match to play against Startail Curious.